So O-Red and Miss Hustle dropped about a week ago. It was a good look for everybody involved. O-Red lyrically was great. Miss Hustle was aggressive, and you know, she didn't let up either. And of course, this is a good look for Queen of the Ring and female battle rap in general. I'm hoping that we'll get to see more co-ed battles. It was a 1-round unlimited battle. O-Red went first, and he started off with just a little intro where he said, ladies, make some noise if you think you can hang, you know, with these guys. And of course, all the women make noise. And he said, and a lot of you bitches are smoking angel dust. I thought that was funny way to start off. I liked it. He got into this setup where he mentioned female battle rappers and their male counterparts that they couldn't see. I liked it. He said T-Rex ain't got a battle star, smiles, he'll fuck her and she'll be choking in every round. I thought that was funny. He said Tay Rock versus Jazz the Rapper, Tay Tay versus Magenta. That's a music max. Rock will pop on Jazz and it'll be a rap. I thought that was great. The play on musical categories I liked. His next like big play on words, if you want to, you know, for lack of a better term, was GQ with a double XL to cover the biscuit. Hold 17 if you jet and you'll get stomped from a distance. My Essence Esquire. I get love from the bitches. Your vibe straight stunting. Who the fuck is you kidding? For that issue, I'll grab that magazine, dump where she living, and leave Ebony on the porch like a fucking subscription. Great magazine scheme. He had name flips. Of course, you can't do a battle at this point without name flips. And he said, you ain't a thug, Hustle. Got that ass whooped in the club, Hustle. Face covered in blood, Hustle. I thought that other bitch was going to get indicted the way that she drug, Hustle. Love that. That was clever. You snug, Hustle. You a cotton soft match. Chopper on black, one rock. I'm knocking off caps, you not with all that. I'll push your top back, roof spill, when 2 pill like a Tylenol pack. Fake thug bitches who act clown get smacked round, 1 clap sound, go back round, gon' back down. They don't back down. I swing back rounds and Mac rounds through your mind. Studio time. I lay them tracks down. I liked it. Hustle had weave. I have weave. Eh. Then he went into Bacalico, ate you out on your period. And of course, everybody went crazy for that. That's how you got your buzz. You let that rumor flow, blood. How you gonna get red box? You know, a whole period vagina scheme. Red from the land of them dreadheads, no jam rock. Hustle from the land where they head bop on her top. Clever, I liked it, you know. Red's from the land of the dreadheads, and I guess Hustle's from the land of the dick suckers. Dick shoe sucking the night, I figure 4, no leg lock. I thought that was funny. Then he got into a really cool Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton setup. He set up Barack Obama versus Hillary Clinton, the diplomatic decision. The crackers of this country would rather give it to a cotton-picking nigga than to one of their own bitches. Crazy. And, you know, of course he made a great point with that. Then he got into probably his best scheme of the battle. This was the highlight for me personally because it was conceptual. It was clever. He delivered it very well. And just as far as this being a battle about being a battle of the sexes, you know what I'm saying? He got in Hustle on this. You know, it was his biblical setup. So he starts it off and said, God made Adam and Eve. This is the difference. Adam was God's vision. He was lonely living because he wasn't comfortable with the company he was given. That's animals. So Adam asked God to get on that mission. He sacrificed a part of his being. He threw his ribbon just for Eve to be living. So fuck what you spitting, because a man is the reason you women even existing. Hey, it is what it is. You know, that's that's a lot of people's truth. So I rocked with it. And then he said, I ain't finished, because Eve created sinning. That serpent was hissing, she listened. and disregarded his wishes. That fruit was labeled forbidden. She knew it before she bit it, so she created this fucked up world we now live in. I almost called curtain call on Hustle when I heard that line. I really liked it. For a lot of people, obviously, it's dipped in some truth. For this to be a battle of the sexes battle, I liked the angle that he took. So I enjoyed that line. Then he goes and says, I'm supposed to let her live because she ain't a man? No, since horror started, bitch has always been the target of killers on a rampage. Crazy, crazy, you know? You ain't a threat, Hustle. I will fuck you. Funny line, funny line. There's no explaining that. Funny line. Non-stop, long strokes, back to back. The way the thugs do. If your man cock block hit your room, knock knock, and hear me saying, yeah, that's that African squat. I like that. 2 years ago, Surf bagged and fucked you, plucked you to Arsenal. Now it's old Red's turn. After I'm done smashing you, you're going to ride a shotgun like a passenger. That was funny. Good New Jersey setup. I likes that. No Photoshop. His faggot ass get dragged and dropped like minute rice. He get bagged and boxed. Dope. All in all, O-Red's round was tough. There was no drop off delivery wise. He was intense delivery wise. He gave you the plays on words. He gave you really cool schemes. He gave you, you know what I'm saying, everything. And he didn't let up on her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let up on her, which I can appreciate, because I think a lot of people thought that this was just going to be O-Red throwing away some bars at a woman. So all in all, his first round was sick. We get into Miss Hustle's round, and she comes out swinging too. The only reason you're here is because Smack didn't call you for Summer Madness. He better lay down, because it's more than a knockout when I put K to O. You know, KO, knockout. If they catch you in that hood, they'll pop. My neighborhood watch, bitch. I'll call him George Zimmerman. We can expect to hear these types of bars, I think, in all the battles that are going to be coming up soon, which is, you know, George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin line. Bitches like you only respect violence, but I'm here to let Red know. Red better stop it before I Red dot him. I knew he had issues when he accepted this match, so let me explain Red's problem. In that food chain, I'm at the top. I know this battle would be a shoe-in because Red bottom, you know, like a Louboutin. My objective wasn't to win. It was to get you dead tight. Let's say you do body me. It's another notch on your belt, and they'll finally say that Guyanese bitch dead, right? Wrong, because it won't be easy. I'm a yardie you can't beer, so fuck Red Stripe. And of course, anyone knows Red Stripe's a Jamaican beer, you know. What's the most disrespectful thing I could say to Red? Suck my dick, nigga. If you wasn't so much of a faggot, I'll let you go get your bitch, nigga. But listen, bitch, nigga. If you do get that bitch, nigga, and ain't no more in that clip, nigga, fuck bullets. I ain't got a Rihanna. I beat a bitch like Chris, nigga. That setup was crazy. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? She said bitch, nigga, a lot. Setup was like a gang setup. I don't know a lot about that, and I'm not about to play like I do. One thing that I will say that I do know is Miss Hustle kind of slipped up, because when she initially started the setup, you know what I'm saying, she said you run with that 7, okay, and she threw 7s up. You run with them bitches that throw them C's up, will flip heads. My strip without them B's tucked like that, he'll get clinked trying to run. And a hoopty Surf will get his honey sweet ass stung by my buzzing who throw them bees up. Okay. The whole issue with this setup is, from what I understand, the number 7 isn't associated with Crips. And it would have made sense that she would have had that down. And the fact that she was like throwing up 7s, and she was very sure of it, to the point of reiterating it, having to reiterate it because the crowd was going crazy. So of course she does the line, and it goes over well with the crowd because the punch at the end was great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Surf will get his honey sweet ass stung by my buzzing and throw them beads up. I mean, that line is dope. I mean, of course, calling Sue Surf sweet, honey sweet, and get stung by my buzzing, my cousins, because you can't say seeds, and throw them bees up, the whole bee honey. It was a dope setup, but it lost all of its potency when she made that one mistake and was so confident in that one mistake. So that sort of fell flat for me. Then she goes and says, "You ain't nothing like Wesley. You ain't even bring a blade with you." She pats his pockets, and there was nothing there. She said, "I got that potent. Debo was better off hitting up Smack for that QP instead of bringing a O, the play on words, quarter pound and ounce. And then, of course, the play on words with QP the rapper and O Red the rapper." And then she said, "My last flip was a QB, not Quaisha, but a quarter brick of that blow." More, drug flips. It was dope. And she goes into a bill collector impression, which was cool. I like the Blanca mixed with Bison. That was funny. My rag, but I never street fight him. It was cool. Then she got into a translation where she said, "Malama, manama, hee ha, translation, you ass nigga," which I thought was funny. I liked it. She gets into the next line, and then she says, "You come with the top tiers over here because the top tiers over there wouldn't fuck with you," which I thought was funny. It got the crowd crazy. You can see Fair Funeral in the back going ham off that line, which I liked. I mean, they gassed you. They said, "You'll get an easy one off me. You're stupid ass gullible. This Queen of the Ring fitting you. This your home now, nigga. Get comfortable." I love that line. For him to say that you might as well just stay over here and battle females now because you're nobody over on the other side. I liked that. She stumbled a bit in her next setup, and it didn't help because once she got to the punch didn't land the way that it needed to. And it came down to "I'll kill that bitch and let you live," separate the two like a home wrecker. But the stumble really did affect that setup as a whole. That I put two arms on your frame like a pair of shades, nigga. I like that. Then she says, "If I bitch slap you, you gonna want to fight, nigga. You do none of that to Joe Light, nigga," which is funny, which is a personal. It looked like it got over a bit, so I liked it. She had a spliff saw hype nigga line. I didn't really care for that because it's been used quite a bit. Then she goes on to say, "I was crowned the best, without a battle. You're 27 battles in to be mid-tier. You had to fight, bite, spit, and wrestle," which I thought was funny. I liked that line. She said, "How you let them put an industry nigga on top? Ar's the lieutenant, Surf's the sergeant, and you just a beat walker. How women ain't aggressive as men, bitches fighting in the classroom. You a walk home after school, nigga. If it's a man's world, cut all the James Brown shit out, faggot. Go in a casket too, nigga. You should have known bitches rule the world when Eve made Adam bite that apple, nigga." It was just cool that he had his Adam and Eve, bars, and she came with something in reference to it as well. So I like that. And then she got into a point that I can appreciate. She said, "You always using sports references in your bars, LeBron with the Heat, a bitch with Tim Tebow on you and all that." She said, "I don't get none of that shit." And she said, "You can take shots from being drunk with all them sports bars." I like that a lot because, the stereotype is women don't understand sports. So it's funny that she used that as a setup. I liked it. "Oh, motherfucking Red. After Sway Sev, I thought she was motherfucking dead. Came back from the grave to get at my motherfucking head. Bitch, I'll rip you bald. You'll leave without them motherfucking dreads." I liked it. And then she ended off with, "Shayna, you're motherfucking dead." And that's her next opponent. Shayna's her next opponent in a main event battle, I think, on Queen of the Ring. So that's a good look. I gotta say about Miss Hustle's round, it was aggressive. She had presence. She was on it. I think there were subtle stumbles though throughout it. as far as, you know, one, the whole crib setup where she used the wrong number. And I mean, of course, on cam, that's an issue. Of course, that wasn't an issue in the building, but you know what I'm saying, for somebody going through it again, you notice that kind of stuff. And then the stumble in her home wrecker setup, that was an issue as well. The split star line's been used a ton. The bill collector impression has been run into the ground, so it's kind of disappointing that she pulled that out of the bag. Aside from that, though, I have to say that she didn't get bodied in the least bit. It was close. Me personally, I gave it to Obred. I think Obred's round was flawless. He didn't stumble. He had several good concepts in there. He had good name flips, presence delivery, all that stuff was there. I think this battle is a great step in the right direction. Rap co-ed battle rap. I'm looking forward to seeing more stuff like this. Of course, you can only say that. Do I think that we'll see more man versus woman battles? I don't think so. I think that battle rap is on the cusp of being something big, and maybe that'll be something that comes along with it in the long run. I'm just glad that we got one out. You know, right now the battle is actually under 100,000 views, so when you finish this review, go over there and look at that battle. I'll leave the link down in the description box so you can go and check it out. It's a great battle. It was entertaining, and that's my review. Don't forget to like this video, comment this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.